Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to my new daily. Now Kenny's not with us today, so this is literally just going to be a quick reveal just to get it out there that I've bought a new daily. So this is a new car for the channel. I feel like I really should explain why I've chosen the car I've chosen and even why I've bought a new daily. All I'm going to say is I'm going to reveal it to you now, just let me explain, okay? So there's going to be no fancy cinematics. Here it is. Boom. Yes, don't adjust your screen. This is a Jaguar X-Type 2006 Jaguar X-Type Estate. And it is in the proper Grandad spec. The colour was not my first choice, I will be honest, but it's really grown on me, particularly with the interior, which we'll get to in a minute. Now, I did go and view a first one that was an absolute dog. Really good write-up, said it had new parts, it was a dog. So I had my heart then set on an X-Type Jag. I've always had a soft spot for these. They always get mocked for the fact that they're based on a Ford Mondeo. So quick fact, it's actually only around 20% of parts used from the Mondeo that are actually used on the Jag, so it is more of a difference than I thought. But anyway, let's have a good look around. So as I said, 2006, the thing that drew me to this car was the history. Two previous owners. The last owner owned it since 2009. Before then it was actually owned by an executive at Jag. So it's very well spec'd and been very well looked after. As you can see, the condition is absolutely, well, I wouldn't say immaculate, but it is not far off, and the joys of being a daily. Already got bird poop on it, but hey ho, arches are mint. So on the outside, it's got the obviously the optional 18-inch wheels. I forget what they're called. One of my favourite features, which I'll probably never use, but it's just one of those, at least it's there. Look at that. The old half hatch there. And so, as I said, I need to explain why I was looking for, why I bought a new daily. I wasn't really looking for one, but the more car parts that we're going through, the more builds we've got going on, I need a bigger car just to transport some stuff around, because as most of you probably know, I currently daily a Peugeot 107, and that has been probably the most reliable car I've ever owned. So still a bit scary, to be honest, to go from that to this. And obviously one of the main things is the space in here. It's absolutely huge. With the seats down, obviously it's even bigger. Let's shut this a sec. So obviously we've got that there as well. Massive boot, which is one of the main things and why I wanted specifically an Estate. I was never usually a fan of Estates, but I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, I'm really starting to appreciate them. Little touches as well. Still got the original Stratstone plates on there. As I said, this was owned for a few years, based in Scotland, registered in Scotland by someone who worked for Jag. Now, brace yourself for this. This is proper Grandad spec, but one of my favourite features. Oh yes. But I mean, you've got to admit, look how clean it is. Although my worst fear has already been realised, that I've got to get myself a seat cover because I've just come from work now. Yeah, already. I knew I did have one of those flimsy seat covers. I knew I should have put my seat cover on straight away, but hey ho, I'm sure we can get that sorted. Let's have a quick sit in. Oh, I've just sat in it again with a dirty bum, but there we go. So it has got, again, the optional sat-nav. The colour, sun's a bit bright this evening. Obviously digital climate control, all that usual stuff, sat-nav. I'm very impressed with this. This is so responsive for such an old system, 2006. Just how responsive everything is. There's absolutely no delay, so I am very impressed with that. Obviously you've got your normal CD player. It is a 5-speed manual. I was told to avoid the autos, so I've gone for the manual purposely. 88,000 miles on this thing. Full Jaguar service history. I think there was 2 Jaguar specialist stamps in there. Apart from that, full Jaguar service history. It's got automatic everything. Automatic lights, automatic wipers. Now, as I said, I've come from a Peugeot 107. I mean, the biggest feature in that thing was the fact that the fan maybe had 2 settings. To me, that was mind-blowing. So all of this technology, for me, is just next level. Heated seats as well, which work very well, I found out this morning. Bit of a cold morning, and it was amazing. Just little things like that. We've got the cup holders. And this is just a nice place to be. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I really appreciate this interior now. Now, coming into the back, it is just as clean. I'm not going to sit in there because I've already ruined my front seat. But like I said, the condition and the history on this thing is probably the main thing that drew me to it. I mean, even little things you don't look at, like the headliner. It's absolutely spotless. Door cards, absolutely spotless. I mean, to a lot of you guys watching this is probably just like, well, yeah, they're normal features. But to me, I am used to very little features, so this thing is like a limousine to me. As I said, the history and the condition was the main thing that drew me to it. And I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on camera. This thing is so clean everywhere you look. Still even got the barcode on the turbo, so I'm assuming that's a relatively new turbo. Just had the clutch and dual mass done. I mean, we drove it, so we picked it up on Saturday from Sheffield, which is about a 3.5–4 hour drive. Drove back lovely. The next day we drove to Plymouth. We'll reveal why in a couple of days. And don't get me wrong, it needs a couple of things doing, so there will be some content of it, basically getting underneath it, seeing what it's actually like, and a couple of bits that do need doing. So yes, this is one of the new cars to the Accelerate fleet, one of. Stay tuned, that's all I can say, stay tuned. But I think we'll leave it there for now. As I said, this is just a quick reveal just to get it out there. Kenny has seen the car, but obviously he's not with me today. I've literally just finished work, as you can see, so we'll get a proper drive, do the usual cinematics, all that as well, so stay tuned for that. We'll run through all the specs and everything. We've got so much with so much planned with this car. Road trips and everything like that, so yeah, it's gonna be good, and I already love it. But I'll leave it there for now. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you on the next one. Boom.